Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Dre Under the Leaves, and today I have another repotting video for y'all. So I'm gonna give y'all a timestamp of when to jump ahead to, but I'm gonna start this off with a story time that is explaining the context behind this video and the vibes in this video. Okay, so boom. Earlier today, I was trying to repot these plants. I said I'm gonna do this video, I'm gonna set it up. This is the first video I'm filming since like literally mid-May. I've been posting videos that are old, content old, stuff old. Not even the last video that I posted, I recorded that in April. I don't have everything, I haven't recorded since then, you know? So I said, okay, yeah, we about to get back into the swing. It's exciting. I also feel exciting because I'm feeling a little bit more consistent and excited to keep documenting my plant journey. And I kind of was like telling myself like, dang, I wish I had like a video to look at of some of the plants that I've had and some of the things that I've been doing. So boom, I said, let me record. I got to repot. I got hella repotting to do. Let me do it. Please, y'all, tell me why the first plant I'm gonna repot is a gloriosum. Doing me, I got my little long, because you know I'm gonna put it in a square, the rectangle container. Pull the thing out, the little 4-inch. I said, what's them little white things? Root mealies. Now, if you have not been here before, which you probably haven't, you're gonna know that your girl, me, nah, I don't do the bugs. I don't do the bugs. I probably could do a little, I think a spider mite infestation wouldn't make my skin itch. A thrips infestation might make my skin itch, you know what I'm saying? The worst ones would probably be the mealybugs though, because they look wild. Like, why do they look like that? Hey, whoa. So anywho, I threw the plant out. I'm not gonna hold you. I was gonna seek out advice from some plant groups that I'm in now because, you know, I freed myself from the shackles of Reddit in terms of finding advice on plants. I'm no longer doing that. I just go there to see pretty pictures of things and to look up reviews of companies, but I no longer seek out advice because I know for a fact it's probably not gonna be tailored to the experience that I'm having. I sought out some advice and I already put the plant in the garbage bag. It was in the bag. It was tight. It wasn't thrown out, but it was in the bag. And first thing people were saying was like, is it a special plant to you? Because if it's not worth it. Because if you're not seeing signs in your other plants, get rid of it. Like, it's not even worth it. Get rid of them. Most of my Hoyas out here, they're in clear cups or they're in clear containers and I look at them. So I know they're not experiencing that situation. I also know that I treated in advance. I put systemics in a couple of my plants out here transparently. So where we at now is where most of my plants reside. But my office plants, I didn't really do a systemic on. I didn't really do all, because I didn't think it was necessary to do it to everybody. I did it to the ones that I thought, let's be safe. I've learned my lesson. So story time done. I've learned my lesson. I will be treating them. I know that's not everybody's bag, but I've heard for mealies, root mealies, etc., the granules is the way to go. So we locking in with bonide. And I also know that they can crawl up the stem a little bit. So we locking in with bonide, spinosad, and all of that. But that's essentially what happened. And I was deterred. I also want to tell you, I keep looking to the side because my Mathilde has a peduncle that is budding. This is all over the place. But my Mathilde literally has like 8 peduncles. So I did that video where I showed y'all my Hoyas, and now my Mathilde has 8 peduncles. I almost can't even believe it, but that's neither here nor there. And my Hoosh Kellyana is also blooming. I don't know what's going on, because I'm telling you, I've only been a Hoya girl since January. It's July. Wow. Yeah, they know how to keep your girl. They do. I'm rocking with the Hoyas. But yeah, all that being said, I was thrown, so I stopped recording. That was hours ago. And I put I threw the plant out, bleached down the set, essentially my little table that I repot, got everything back where it belongs. I was so grateful that was the only plant that I left in its cover pot when I brought over here, versus every other plant, I took it from where its cover pot was at and took it out of there and like have it in its nursery liner lined up. But yeah, that was a whole lot of chipper chopper. Let's go ahead and get into the repotting. I got about 8 plants to repot, so let's just lock in on that. All right, so I brought the camera down. What is going on here? So I have a garbage bag here because I'm not keeping any of the substrate. I have no intentions of doing that. Oh, also, if you skipped, then you don't know, I found root mealies in something earlier and it stressed me out. But I want to say this is why I'm a proponent. I do a lot of these chores with the gloves on, bro. Especially repotting. I don't even do that because of, I don't even do it because I'm like, I don't like the dirt. I do it because of my eczema flaring up and not wanting to have to wash my hands so much. Not that I don't wash, whoa, that sounded crazy. Not that I don't wash my hands, but like you'll have to keep going back and forth when you're doing the dirt thing. Like, because once you touch the dirt, you gotta wash your hands again before you do the next thing. You gotta wash your hands again, and I don't wanna have to do that. So I do gloves. Anyhow, I think we should start with, I'm gonna start with these Hoyas. So I got these 3 Hoyas from Steve's Leaves, and I don't presume that they are gonna have like really great root systems. I can't even remember what this is called. So I'm gonna just have to put it on the screen. Honestly, I think this thing is getting ready to put out a stress balloon. Wow, see? I knew it wasn't gonna need to go into a much larger thing, but I also didn't think that the roots was gonna be this. Yeah, all right, so y'all see what I be talking about. You be ordering stuff from places and y'all see what I be talking about. Is the roots all right? They all right, yeah, they cool. So I'm taking off most of this dirt because I don't want it. And that's just that. I can't remember what this is called. I cannot remember. I really cannot. That's crazy. I can't remember. I got it, and this was one of my it was my second Palm Street purchase. My first Palm Street purchase was an intentional purchase, and I didn't used to watch the lives at all. This was from my first live sale, like watching on Palm Street, and it looked so good. And I got it specifically because I was like, oh, I'll probably propagate it and blah, 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 blah. I had all these big plans, and this plant, never seen them plans, never seen them. And also, now that I'm looking at the root system, it's not even in a space to see those plans. The plans was like propagating it. I mean, I guess I could just chop it up, but I don't want to. So I realized I don't want to. And this is probably one of, I guess I have 1, 2, this is the 3rd variegated Hoya I have. I'm not really, I'm starting to clock that about me. I'm not really a fan of variegation. And the plants that I'm realizing that I'm like letting go of easily are the variegated plants. So I don't normally dig off all the stuff off the stuff like this, but I'm doing this specifically. And I'm gonna check. I don't see none. Honestly, the root mealies is easy to see, and that's for real, for real. That's for real. Whoa, that was crazy. They was just all on the little edge of the root. But yeah, I'm throwing all of this stuff out. I don't want any of it. Not necessary to keep. All right, so that is my Hoya soil. Yeah, is it soil? I don't know. My Hoya mix. It's something. Okay, so now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is tight. Is this big? Nah, this all right. They'll be all right. This will be all right in here. Just need a little bit more chunk to it, in my opinion. Ooh, that was an arm workout. What? Okay, anyway. So what I was saying is I don't want to do everything the same way that everybody else is doing it just because they're telling me that that's the alleged right way to do it. Like I think people in plant care, you got to learn for yourself, especially for your environment. And even as much as we want to be like, oh, we live in the same place, everything's fine, you should listen to what I'm doing. You also don't have the same house setup as me. Like some of y'all have furnace heat, while I'm running heat through an HVAC system. So what's that like? What is that looking like? How is that different? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your inside environment looking like? There are people that live in this same New York City with me, and their humidity is not quite the same as mine. So I just feel like you can't only go based off of what other, like somebody growing just because they grow in New York. That means that what they're telling you is the only way to do it, because there are multiple ways to do everything, and that kind of is where I'm at. We'll just do this one next. Yeah, this soil is kind of tough. Okay, this piece I might have to, I think I'm gonna have to propagate this piece, so I'll just set that there. I'm gonna keep, okay, I think this one will be all right. Now, are there some rotted roots? Yes, they're not all rotted though. obviously I'm not on this channel acting like I'm the know-it-all of anything, because I'm not. I'm just out here having a good time and documenting my journey so that I can engage with people that also are having their journey. But I want to do it in a way that feels realistic to me and also respectful of the resources I actually have. Like, I don't want to just keep blowing money to keep trying new things because this person said that it works really well. Dang, does this have to be restarted too? And this thing is not even getting thin. Yeah, nah, I don't think so. I think I could put that in the pot with it. It's got some good roots. It ain't as bad, like, you know? It's got some good roots. I know Hoya's people, like, I'm hearing Dave from Silver Plant Guy in my head right now talking about Hoya will hold on to dead roots, dying roots for a minute. Yes, I believe you and I agree with you. I do, especially having experienced what I experienced with my order from Plant Haven. I just did an update on that, I think, yeah. With my order from there, every time I like, and let me just let you know, I rock with them. But if you are not a person that is good at moss, literally just take the plant out and restart it. Treat it as like buying propagations. If that means, treat it as buying plants simply to propagate them until you are actually good at moss. You know what? Not even because I think it won't be fine, but because it has some dry rot, I don't want to stress it out by giving it way too much access to water. So we are gonna do it. Let me make sure, because you know what I'll be doing sometimes when I put the Hoyas up in the pot, I'm not situating them right. And you want to make sure you are situating them with trellising in mind. That, my friends, is what I have learned about Hoyas. Pot them up and think about the future. All right, so this is the Viola, and she putting out a new little something up there. And also, as per usual, when I repot plants, especially when I did what I just did, was just rip them all off, rip off all the dirt, I do water it as soon as I'm done, but I am obviously repotting a lot of plants, so these will all get watered in at the end of this video. All right, so here's another one. This is the final one from Steve's. You could tell that these are also all dry, which is killing me. I don't know what was all going on with the way that I don't know. I had them in my acre bar setup, the little greenhouse. Oh, these roots look fine. These roots look absolutely fine. What is that? Okay, yeah, these roots. I also have been realizing that the more plants you get, the harder it is for you to keep them away. Like when you buy new ones for you to isolate, which is also now starting to motivate me with like slowing down, because I know that I would not be doing well if it came to like a huge pest infestation and I gotta be on top. I got 2 kids, y'all. I got 2 kids. The pest would win. Like something like without using systemic, something like thrips would actually finish my collection. And that's just me being factual. And that was easy, quick and easy. I like that. Don't remember the name of this one either. Oh, Hoya Kengiana Albo Marginata. I don't know if Albo Marginata is a real thing, but it's the outer variegated Kengiana, essentially. I got this one on the website, and then that's when I was like, oh, they have lives. I went on Palm Street, watched the live, and then that's how I ended up buying other ones. Yeah, I don't know if, and this is not me trying to be rude, I don't know if Steve's Leaves is my place per se, not because I don't like the people. I think the people on lives are great. I don't think their plants are bad, but I don't have, like, okay, for example, maybe some people also feel the same way about Gabriella plants, but I order plants from them and the price is consistently good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I like that. So, for example, I know some people, oh, I should probably, I don't know. I think I'm gonna put this to the side. I don't got the cup over here and I don't want to get up to go get it to propagate it right now. Okay, what was I about to say? I have no clue. Oh, the next set of plants I'm gonna do are gonna come from BWH Co. But I was gonna say something. But let me actually pull up the BWH Plant Co. plants next, either next up. And even now I'm looking at these plants and I'm like, girl, you literally you need to stop blacking out and buying stuff just to buy stuff. These plants that I got as I'm like getting deeper and deeper into my plant vibe, these are really like, no, aside from this alocasia, because I want to be an alocasia girl so bad. Like, kidding me? Look at that. Kidding me? You're kidding. You're kidding me. Who wouldn't love that? I want to be an alocasia girl. I want to be the girl that is very good with the alocasias. I am not that girl, unfortunately. I want to be her. Let me rewind because I'm really all over the place right now. Before I picked up these plants, I was talking about purchasing the plants from Steve Leaves and why I don't think I'm gonna be a Steve Leaves person. There we go. I think a part of the reason is not the quality of the plants per se. Now, in the orders that I did do, every order had a problem and I didn't really like that. So that kind of bothered me. I don't think that you're gonna get plants that are completely perfect every time, and I don't think you should get a replacement because a leaf is yellow. Chop it off, you'll be all right. In the words of Jasmine Lowe, bodies drop. It's all right, bro. As long as they're alive, you could keep going. But something that was bothering me, I was getting either like I got a begonia that completely every single leaf dropped off, bro. As soon as I got it, all the leaves fell off. It literally died. Like it died. And that was really annoying. Now, of course, their customer service is decent. They do send you, they do hold it down. It's not even that. Like, I guess I could keep ordering if the prices were reasonable and it was always on the website. But when you go on the lives, there are so many things that they're consistently selling on the lives that are getting marked up insanely. Y'all be on these lives and I need y'all to hear me out. Hold my hand. Hear me out. Y'all are buying plants on the lives for sometimes double the price that it would be going for if it was just listed on the website, and buying plants for double market price. Like that Hoya I showed you that I got, I was the only one that bid on it, which is why I got it for, because they start at the they normally start at website price. And they just don't list stuff on the website anymore. But if you go and look up what they were selling it for, they're starting the plants at website price. Now, I can't knock people's business strategy. If you want to do you, I guess. Howsoever, actually, I don't know if I don't really like that. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I gotta be me. I don't know if I really like that. I understand. I think that Palm Street can be fun and people could get into it, but then a lot of people are gonna be spending a lot of money that they should not be spending for certain plants. Like I saw someone buy a Hoya that I know I have, and maybe I bought it for 30 cash, 35 for like a 2-leaf, 2-leaf, 1-node type vibe, right? And that same Hoya is going for damn near $100 on the live. And it's not just Steve's Leaves, by the way. But that's the reason I wouldn't keep shopping, is because it's not like I can guarantee that I can get the plants for the low without knowing what it looks like on the website. It's not the same as like with Equigenera. You can go on their lives and you're just buying the plant. Like they're not doing that. They're doing auctions, and I don't know, like the auctions, people that are doing those for the most part that are larger companies are making a lot of money off of people doing the auctions and getting through. But we're spending more than we should be spending for some of these plants. Like I'm seeing plants I got and I know I got for 15 and y'all buying it for 45 in the same time frame that I know I bought the plant. Nah. Anyway, coming off my ranty horse, I'm resetting the gloves. I don't know what made me take them off, but I took them off. So let me reset the gloves and I'm gonna tell you about these plants. Now these plants, I know that I blacked out with these because these feel really, I don't know, like the fern does feel right. It's just like, I'm also really trying to get to a place where I'm buying plants that fit for they fit in my aesthetic. Like I need to the aesthetic that I want, I'm not gonna get from some of these plants. I think a rattlesnake calathea, it literally has the same growth profile as my furry tail, the furry joint I got. What was the point of me getting this? I don't know. Yo, because I'm about to be dread. Is it mold or is it... Yo, when you be traumatized by one thing, it is not easy. Because now I'm trying to figure out, was that mold? Oh! And just like that, another one bites the dust. Quick intermission as I figure out my life real quick and move this. But I don't know. It was something in there. It looked like I should have brought it up to the camera, but yeah, I didn't. So again, I'm not fighting with the root mealy bugs. I'm not, sorry. But let's move on. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna reset this little environment. I'm back. I'm biggity back, biggity back. I'm crying. I'm looking at my Hoya Noel and it's sun stressing so much. I don't know if I like it sun stressed, but anyway, I just keep looking off to the side. I went and got me a new bag, y'all. And I'm about to re-glove. I think the only one I would save if it did have a little root mealy situation is my alocasia. And that's just, we gotta be real. The fern, I don't know enough about you to keep you alive anyway. The alocasia, come on. Hello? I'm trying to be on my jewel alocasia vibe. I got a scalprum. I got the cupria. Got the poly. Well, that's not even jewels. Okay. But I have two dragons. So what is this? The green dragon, and then I have the silver dragon. And then the scalprum, I think, is another jewel type where it's like the thicker leaf alocasia. That joint is yellowing. I needed to put on some new leaves so I can cut those ugly leaves off because it's got the yellow rim and that is killing me. I'm gonna do the alocasia last, actually. Let me keep that one right there. Or should I do it first just in case? Yeah. See, like, this is wet. Yeah, I'm killing myself. I'm cracking myself up with how I'm just rolling it. But you see, like, that's crazy to me. Like, this is literally just straight up peat. All right, so this has literally barely any root system for the amount of dirt it was in. So I am just gonna put it inside one of these. I did put together a little mix that I thought would be best for my alocasia. Yeah, this one is basically, it's just like a more core heavy version of what y'all just saw with the other joint. Like, it's got some chunk, but it's gonna hold a little water. It don't dry out quite as fast as it's not gonna dry out quite as fast as the Hoya one. It's still also not gonna compact as much either, but yeah, I just didn't, yeah, I don't know. Also went heavy with the charcoal because somebody told me in a comment and I said, oh, I like that. Please, you throw the charcoal up in it. And they were like how it helps with like reducing odors as well and like mold. And I said, oh yeah, I like to hear that. So boom, that's gonna be the green dragon. Literally, as you can see, I did not change the pot size for real. It could not have. I don't want to put in a smaller one. But yeah, this is also telling me why I could water it quite literally like once. I've watered it twice maybe and it's fine. But that's because it couldn't. But yeah, this is that one. That was quick. I don't know what kind of soil ferns need to be in. Oh, hell no. I don't like what them roots look like. That just stressed me out. Why do they look like, wait, not me having to close my eyes to show y'all. Like why they look like that, y'all? Why the roots fuzzy? No, I didn't like that. And I know ferns like to stay moist, right? They don't really like to dry out. That being said, I did put together a mix. See how I got all these different mixes? Dang, this is the one I made for my begonia. Oh my gosh, I just feel like plants will really take you through a journey. Why did that, why do they look like that? Made my heart jump. Anyway, I'm gonna use a mix that is water retentive. This is where it'll live. And now I'll be able to see them scary looking roots even more. That was pretty quick and simple. I did not take away the soil from that one because I don't know enough about them, but I do know that this thing don't need to dry out. And that's the bird's nest. Boom. Next, I do have one from Gabriella Plants. And that is my, what is this thing called? And I do want to see if this one got the damn root mealies. I don't see them. This seems similar to my mix. So I'm not even gonna take that off. But I needed to pot that one. This one you can obviously see. Oh, you can see it's drying out too fast, and the mix is very chunky, hence why it's drying out too fast. So I'm just gonna throw it in one of these right here. I don't even know, is that big? Yeah, it's gonna have to be. Because if not that, then it's gonna be something ginormous. And I feel like putting it in something like this is crazy. Yeah, no. Or is it? Like, or is it for real? Yeah, maybe it is actually. Yeah. I'm gonna go with my first instinct. I'm really trying to work through that, y'all. Like, you see how I'm trapped? Where is the little scooper? Oh. But yeah, y'all see how I'm trapped. Oh, this is the Billy, my Billy. Yeah. It's a very nice plant. Yeah. See, they got this in some joint. It's very chunky. So am I going chunky enough? I think so. Put that down at the bottom there. So I'm just throwing the charcoal through, all up and through it. I love the charcoal. I'm feeling the charcoal. It's the darkness. I like the color of, and I'm saying that as if I keep my plants like in their clear pots outside of cover pots. I don't. I just like the way the soil looks when the charcoal is in it. It gives it that little darkness that I like to see. And I know I could put this on a pole, but I've seen people leave it in their pots and just let it hang. And that's exactly what we're finna do. The one thing I'll say though is, how do y'all be controlled? Like, the leaves just be going wherever. Like, this is the newest leaf and it's just going wherever she please. Like, but then these two, these on this side, what is that? Oh, on this side they going one way. These going, I know these are facing probably my window. Maybe I need to give it something like where the light is coming front way so that they at least turn the same way. We'll see. But yeah, that one is done. All right, we just got two more. And I'm so grateful for this to be almost over. You can see what's happening here. Yeah, you can see. My issue is I don't really know how I'm gonna get it out the pot. There we go. This smells like mad earth. I don't even really want to, but I'm going to take off some of that dirt. Oh look, there's even a rotted something in there. Oh, how about that? This is muddy. It's because I literally just watered it. Do syngonium like this kind of soil? Like, but then again, I realized they coming from greenhouse. That is another reason that I should have been more on top of certain things with like repotting my plants earlier. Is really that I should be getting my stuff into mixes that I am comfortable with sooner rather than later. Okay, well, this don't even have this one not even putting out much variegation, honestly. So I don't need to keep that one. All right. So this is as much as I could do on this root ball. I'm really, it's muddy. My God. Okay. So let's see what happens when I think it is just gonna have to rock out in this one here. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, and I did not. I think I put slow release fertilizer in some of these mixes because look, if I go through it, the plant's gotta make it through. I gotta set them up for a life of if I'm going through it. But yeah, this is my Syngonium elbow. This one was kind of irritating because the thing was going through and it was like the roots were going through the bottom, getting stuck. Oh my, like to the wildest degree. Right, boom. Where I put the little stick at. You gotta stick these joints up, specifically this one. I don't know. I just clip it with the orchid clip. Yeah, so that's my Syngonium elbow for now. All right, this one, I hope it really is wrapped around and, oh, see, yeah, that's what I wanted to see in the last one. This one make life easy. I know to just put it up in a nice big one and move on with my day. I ain't even going to do too much. The reason I'm not even stressing about this one and even checking it is because this one I have put systemic in it before. Yeah, it was a point where I did not know what springtails were. Yeah, those will get you. Let me tell you that every time. Anybody scared of bugs? Springtails will get you because you'll be watering your plant and then be like, wait, what's that? And boom, hella bugs. They be in like the hundreds of thousands almost. Like there's so many of them all at once, and that stresses me out. That stresses me big time. Big time. But yeah, anyway, that one, straightforward. This is my kind of repot. Okay, see this one? Now here I go. I love to contradict myself. I think I can handle how this one is like splotchy versus Hash Moon, the mojito. Specifically because it's green. Like, it's literally green on green variegation. So you can, it just kind of, it's like kind of like a Jose Buono. Like it don't offend the eye too much. Like you're not seeing bright white specks and trying to figure out what that is, you know? But okay, boom. That was my final one. Oh my God, the begonia. The begonia. All right, y'all. So I just picked up the jar with my Immaculata propagations. I don't know if I said it in this video, but I'll say it again. I really can't believe that I propagated this one. This was truly out of fear because I saw a soil mite. I know it is a soil mite now in hindsight, but I immediately just cut the, I saw something crawl at the bottom. I chopped everything off the top, sprayed it down, let it sit for a little bit after being sprayed down, propagated it through the whole bottom. Whole root system was in the garbage. I was not playing. I looked it up. Turned out it was a soil mite. Should have looked it up first, but you know what they be saying, shoot first, ask questions last. I want to make sure it stays moist. So I think I'm gonna do in this one. Yo, what is going on? Nobody knows. This mix is killing me because this one looks way more, I mean, there's hella charcoal in it, but it does look like the mix you get from like greenhouses. But I think it gotta be like that for the begonia because they be liking to be wet. And who is watering y'all? If you put a begonia in a chunky mix, you would never stop watering. Also, their roots are so thin. Like that literally just looked like some hairs. You definitely, yeah. They probably don't need what the aeroids and stuff be needed. And that's that. And then once I water that in, we back. She back. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel, tapping in with me again, sitting while I repotted all of those plants, going with me through this no real string, just stream of consciousness, just vibes, just chatty whatever. I really appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video, probably in the same shirt, actually, where I'll be trellising because I have hella chores to do and I should probably get through them tonight. See y'all in the next one. Bye.